Hello acapella and bass fans. Today I'm going to be covering the bass gang. This is called My Jolly Sailor Bold. I'm guessing it's a sea shanty. It was requested by Mark. Shout out to Mark. Thank you for subscribing. And yeah, this is right up my alley. Every so often I will deviate from voice play and Jeff just to spice it up. And it doesn't get more bass and acapella than the bass gang. So happy to cover this. Looking forward to it. And it's always good to see some of my favorite people online, like Peter. So this smile is in anticipation. Let's see what they do.
Upon one summer's morning,
Is that Bobby?
I carelessly did stray down by the walls of Wapping, where I met a sailor gay, conversing with a young lass who seemed to be in pain, saying, William, when you go, I fear you'll ne'er return again.
Love that aggression.
My heart is pierced by Cupid, I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
Okay, so wow, I'm loving the atmosphere here. He's got a kind of translucence to him. It's kind of ghostly. You got, you know, the background burning trees and you know, birds. You know, like it's a kind of danger sign when birds all flock together like that, as if a gunshot went off. So there's a lot of deathly imagery, and of course the lyrics here. A bit confused by the perspective, but it's obvious that my jolly sailor bold looks like he didn't quite make it, or maybe he's at the bottom of the sea here. Okay, let's keep going.
His hair,
This is
it
Casper.
hangs in ringlets, his eyes as black as coal.
Oh, that's the eyes,
May
okay.
happiness attend him wherever he may go. From Tower Hill to Black Wall, how wonder, weep and moan, all for my jolly sailor, until he sails home.
Okay, so when you click on something by a group called the Bass Gang, you should prepare for that. Wow, that was a wall of bass there. But loving that two-part harmony there at the end with Bobby. And okay, let's keep going.
Till he sails home.
Wow,
My
that's
heart is pierced by Cupid, I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console
that higher
me
harmony.
but my jolly
Is that played Peter?
sailor bold.
Oh, the bottom of the sea now. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, getting some
My
jump.
father was a merchant, the truth I now will tell.
I love how they all have completely different styles. I mean, the last 30 songs I've listened to are by Jeff, so I'm so used to his kind of legato style where it's darkened and flowy. And then we move on to someone like Peter from his operatic background. Look how he enunciates everything. I love when that kind of background comes out, that kind of personality comes out. And same goes for the other bass gang members. They all have their own style. But loving this kind of enunciation by Peter here.
And in great London city, in opulence doth dwell. His fortune doth exceed
the operatic.
300,000 coins of gold. And he frowns upon his daughter, 'cause she loves a sailor bold.
Wow, beautiful there in the background. You notice that as he slides down into his subharmonic, all the background gets dark as well. They're doing a very, very good job with the production. And by the way, Peter, I promised I'd do this. So I don't have any pit vipers, so I'll do the best I can here.
Because she loves a sailor. My heart is pierced by Cupid. I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor boy.
Even the flickering lights here remind me of like an old VHS, this nostalgic, and I mean that's Shanties for you in a nutshell. It's a longing, you know, have these cruises on ships. That's where it started, right? They're far away from land. They don't know whether they're ever going to come back. So of course your mind turns to, you know, these impossible, maybe you know, if you're, you know, like a woman or a man you met fleetingly in a pub and you romanticize because you're out in the middle of the ocean and what could have been. And they're doing great here. I mean, like you have, from a production point, you know, you have their translucent like ghosts. The background is ominous and creepy. You have synth as well, this constant and their voices going up and down, and I'm really enjoying. I think they're really honoring the shanty aspect here. I'm a bit confused about the story. So this is about a woman who has a crush on a jolly sailor bold who's probably never going to make it back, and she's rich and she's willing to give up her wealth. So a kind of a timeless classic, right? But let's keep going. This is really cool.
But my jolly sailor bold.
Is that it?
My name it is
Marwan,
Maria, a merchant's daughter fair, and I have.
Can you hear that tinniness in his voice? It's really so comfortable down there, the true bass, you know, when you hear that kind of, I don't know what the word for it is, but it's like a tinniness to the voice. And I listened to another song by him called Arabian Nights, well, by them, but he was the main singer there. What a voice, what a voice.
Left my parents and 3,000 pounds a year, while up aloft in storm or gale from his absence mourn, and firmly pray arrive the day he safely will return.
Oh, okay. Love that eyebrow flick there, like teasing. Look. Is that it? Tell me that's not it. No.
You pretty fair maids, whoever you may be,
That's so.
love a jolly sailor bold that plows the raging sea.
Such a beautiful haunting. Now the synth's gone, there's no instrumentation, it's calm, and that is so haunting. Beautiful spectrum of voices of the way they meld there. Wow.
That plows the raging sea. My heart is pierced by Cupid.
There's nothing I like more than choir.
All glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
Wow. R.I.P. San? Is that it? It is. Okay, very interesting. If you want to hear my conclusion to this, I'm going to gather my thoughts, think about it for a couple of minutes. If you're just here for the conclusion and now for the reaction, and thank you very much for being here. And always, you know, it's great if people watch more Bass Gang. So if you made this, then great. Okay, I'm going to go to the conclusion in about 10 seconds. So I did a little digging on their channel just to see view-wise their popularity, and surprisingly, some of their, well, not surprisingly, what am I saying? I'm saying surprisingly, this one doesn't have that many views compared to a lot of the other ones. but it came recommended, and I can see why. This was a perfect example of what I love, which is, I mean, I said it on my channel about, which is I'm a cappella and bass. That's me, and this is both of those in a shanty, and I think it's a very genuine shanty. You know, it's like it's exactly what it's supposed to be in terms of theme. The harmonies were simple. Because it's meant to be sung along, right? Everyone's supposed to partake in a shanty, everyone in the crew. So you have, you know, maybe three octaves, and really cool. Really enjoyed it. I'm starting to get to know the members now. I already knew Peter, but Bobby's incredible, right? Wow, Bobby's the one who started off, right? What a voice! Was singing multiple harmonies there. Started off in a low register, then helped Casper out, you know, in a higher register. They're all very capable, and as I mentioned, the only songs I've heard by them prior to this are Arabian Nights, the one I reacted to, which is called, can't remember, and Hooked on a Feeling with Tim. And wow, I'm really loving what I'm hearing so far. I'm definitely looking forward to doing more. Everyone's telling me that Jaynan just did a song with Bass Gang, so wow, that's it. I mean, it may not be. I think voice play. I'm doing voice play next, but if it's not voice play, Jaynan on Bass Gang, count me in for that. You know, what a great, imagine Jaynan with. I mean, you've probably seen it, but that's definitely on my list. So enjoyed this one a lot. Thank you for suggesting it. Definitely going to be listening to more Bass Gang. That's why if you go to my channel, I have the playlists, and the third playlist is Bass Gang. There's only one there so far, but that's just a sign I want to do more by them, because it really fits the bill in terms of what my channel's about. This is what my channel is about, a cappella and bass. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this song as much as I did. And if you hadn't listened to it before, I hope it was worth your time. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.